Hey everyone, welcome to Kel's Stitches. I am Kelly and this is my channel which is all about cross stitching. Today is Monday 16th of October 2023 and this is a floss tube number 34. So look at me go back in 2 weeks with a update on what I have stitched on. I have worked on 5 projects this fortnight, this rotation. I just thought that I'd come and try to get back to my fortnightly videos. I know some people like the long videos, and I don't mind filming the long videos, but the problem is my internet and everything is so shit that it takes hours and hours for it to convert and then upload and all that. So yes, that is why I'm back. So as I said, I have worked on 5 projects this fortnight. I've got some pretty good stitching into them. I would just like to say thank you to any returning subscribers and viewers. Thank you for coming back and checking in with me once again. And welcome to any new viewers or subscribers or anyone that's just come across this video and thought they'd have a look. Welcome. I hope you enjoy the projects that I show you today. And yeah, let's get on with it. I'll get straight into the stitching. So the first one that I worked on was this one, which is my advent calendar. It is from an Etsy store, Art Inspirate, I think it's called. I am not doing it as one. I am doing them individually, so then I can go and make them into little ornaments to hang on a tree. So that is what it looks like when it's finished. And look at me go. I've got them all done. They are all finished. So can't remember what I was up to last time, but there's 21, 22, 23, 24 and 25. So they are all done. Well, let me see if I can get these to all hang up together. Ow, stabbed myself with a needle. And there we are. So there they are, all stitched. Oh my god. There they are, all stitched, ready to be made into ornaments. So I did go and buy some different backing material and some, what do you call that stuff? Ribbon to make the little hangers. I am still undecided whether I'm just going to do them as a flat ornament with a bit of cardboard or something in the middle of them to keep them sturdy, or whether I am going to do them as a little stuffed pillow type of ornament. But they were stitched on just some scrap fabric that I dyed myself, 16 count Aida that I dyed myself. I generally don't throw any of my scrap pieces of fabric out because they come in very handy to do little ornaments or bookmarks or anything like that. So that is a finished project. I'll put it back in there. I won't yoink it across the room because then I'll have to go and find it after I'm done. So that was that one. I did work on that one for 4 days and I got 2,610 stitches in it to finish them off. So going off that, I think I did do, I think I was up to 22. So I got 4 of them done. I really wanted to. I just concentrated. I really wanted to concentrate on that and get them done. So then I have enough time between now and the end of November to make them into pillows. Right, let me just get a drink. This may or may not be water. So it is about 10 to 2 in the afternoon here in Australia, and the current temperature is sitting on 35 degrees Celsius. So it's a little warm. It's a little windy too. You can probably maybe hear the wind out there. It's a little bit windy, so we've just been sitting at the back windows, big glass windows we got out the back, and we're just watching the dust clouds just float on by in the wind. It's ridiculous. We're that dry that there is no grass or any ground cover whatsoever to hold the topsoil. So with these winds that we're getting, it's just blowing all the topsoil away. I can remember, had to been 20 years ago now, we had a really dry summer and we had really bad winds, and the dust, there was winds coming from out west blowing the red topsoil across to the east coast, and it was ridiculous. It was just looked smoky, but it was just the red dust in the air. And at that stage we had a Palomino mare, and every time we went out to her, she wasn't Palomino, she was red, because the dust was just coating her. It was really, really bad. So fingers crossed that we get some type of rain soon. All right, on to my next one that I worked on, which is this one. So this is Waterhole Masters. Artwork is by David Penfound, and the chart is by Heaven and Earth Designs. This is just the regular version. It's not the mini, it's not the super size, it's not X color or anything like that. All right, so as usual, I will put up where it was, and this is where we're up to now. So now, as you can see, I have all the other colors in. All of this that's left on this page is just black. So 310 is all that's left to be stitched on there to fill in those stripes on the zebras. This looks kind of cool. He looks like a little skeleton zebra at the moment. So worked on this one for 2 days, and I got 1,800 stitches into it, because all black, because I'd done, as you can probably see, I've done all these stripes here. So not having to look at Pattern Keeper or anything, I can just stitch and stitch and stitch without really having to concentrate on where I'm putting the stitches and if they're going in the correct place. But yeah, those zebras are looking amazing. Loving, loving, loving this project. Absolutely love it. And this is being stitched on 18 count aider. So I have made a decision. Don't faint in shock or anything, but I have made a decision that I am going to buy myself some 20 count aider once I come back from my little holiday to Brisbane. Going to buy some spare bit of floss there. Going to buy myself some 20 count 8er to see how I get on with it. And then I'll see how I get on with stitching with that, and then I might, just might, go to 22 count. I don't know if I'll ever make it to 25 or 28 count, because even now, sometimes stitching on the 18 count, by the end of the night, my eyes are so tired, and I feel like I'm cross-eyed, so, and really, really blurry. I do know I need to go and get my eyes tested again. I probably need stronger glasses, but I will see what 20 count is like for me. Rightio, moving right along to my next project. We have Mini Top Frog. The artwork is by Jodie Bergsma and the chart is by Heaven and Earth Designs. That is what it will look like when it's finished. Once again, this is just the regular version. Sorry about the pinging. If it really starts to go off, I am going to have to mute my chat group. So, yes, there is Mini Top Frog. Just the regular version, not max color. Not that crazy. Oops, a daisy. Uh-oh. My needle is caught up on the floss. Yeah, just pull that out. See if I can get, let's see if I can get this rethreaded. Yoink. Oops. Yes, perfect. Alright, I'll put up a picture of where it was, and this is where we are at. So, as you can see, I am filling in the big froggy's throat, bottom jaw, and his little fat belly. I thought that there was only a few colours left in here, but I keep slogging through. There's so many ridiculous colours in here that even in this one that I can't imagine what Darren and Judy are going through doing the max colour version. But that is looking very cute. Can't wait until his belly's all filled in, and then I'll move down to the bottom. I worked on this one for 2 days and I got 1,600 stitches into it. Super cute. Little froggy frogs. And this is being stitched on 16 count 8er. All right. That one back in there. Next one was this one, Shaped Wolf. Artwork is by Greg Giordano and the chart is by Heaven and Earth Designs. So it is just the wolf. There is no background to this. I am in this section up here on the back of the wolf, filling that in. I think I've made a decision on, I know I asked, should I go towards the tail, should I go towards the head? It was a bit of a half and half decision by everyone. Some said go towards the tail, some said go towards the head. So that wasn't very helpful, but I have made the decision that once I get these middle pages done, I'm just going to go from side to side and do the pages down. So I'll go to the towards the tail and do those pages, then I'll head back towards the head and do those pages, and I'll just keep swapping back and forwards like that until it is all done. But that is what he will look like, or when it is completed. picture of where it was last time we seen it, a couple of weeks ago. And this is where I am up to. Once again, that fabric is actually showing up nicely at the correct color. So yes, that is where I'm up to. It may look filled in, but it's not. As you can see, there is still some gaps in there. It's just because of the color of the fabric. I'm estimating there might be 200 stitches left on that page, and then I will move the Q-snap. But yeah, so that's what it is looking like. I worked on it for 2 days and I got 1,300 stitches into it. Up here was a pain in the ass because I hit confetti. It was like one stitch here, one stitch there, another stitch way over there from different colors. And it's only because you're sort of running into a bit of the tree line and all that sort of stuff that's up on the back of the wolf. So hoping that the confetti on this is not going to be horrendous once I get further into it. But if it is, I will work through it. Lucky that I'm not setting myself any goals on these next year. I am just going to stitch on them and get what I get on them. So yeah, that is Shaped Wolf. Rightio, the last one. Now I've got water on it. Who knows? The last one that I worked on was this one. It is Spirit Guides. The artwork is by Laurie Prindle, and it is charted by Pain Free Crafts. So I am working in this section of the pattern. That's what it will look like when it is completed. So, the picture in of where it was a couple of weeks ago, and this is where it is up to. I've filled in the rest of the cheek and jaw of the horse and his throat latch in here. And now I'm just working down in that background. As you can see, there is the rein, part of the rein that is on the horse, of the headwear, the halter, bridle of the horse. You can see the pattern on his cheek, and there is a very subtle pattern in here coming through. But yeah, that is what it is looking like. This one I worked for 3 days on it, and I got 1,400 stitches on it. One night I only got about 200 stitches on it because I couldn't keep my eyes open any longer. By the time I had got to sneeze. Sorry if that was very loud in your ears if you're wearing earbuds. So this is being stitched on 18 count 8er, but yeah, I only got about 200 stitches in on it one night. Well, it would have been nearly 300 stitches, but I stitched like 80 stitches, and then when I went to get it again, I looked and I was like, looked at the color that I had in my hand, and it was on my floss drop, and looked at the color to match the color on PK, which is usually what I do before I start stitching, just to make sure that I haven't made a mistake. And it was completely wrong colour. 809, it was meant to be like a bluey, grey, mauvey sort of colour. And the colour that I had in my hand was a dark green, like 890 green. So obviously when I was kitting this up and putting all the floss on the floss drops, I had a little bit of a dyslexic moment and swapped the 0 and the 9 around. Lucky I caught it before I went and stitched any more on this pattern in the wrong colour. So note to self, if you're using Pattern Keeper, it is always a good idea to check the floss that you're using with the little floss colour when you choose your symbol. Just I mean, even the Pattern Keeper colours are a little bit off. They're a little bit darker than what your floss actually will be, but it is going to give you an indication in that sense that it should have been blue and I had green. It's going to give you a good indication that you've got the wrong colour. And that is being stitched on 18 count. No, was that the one that I said 16 count? 16 count. 16 count Ada. I really need to change my little tag that I've got on it. Right, so that is all of my stitching. I have not added up how much I stitched in the fortnight. Give me 2 seconds. Just chat amongst yourselves. And now I've got a runny nose from that sneeze that I done. I'm not getting sick or anything. Something must have just got up my nose. I don't want to get sick now. It's 1 week till I go to Brisbane and see the chicks in concert. I don't want to get sick. All right. So for that fortnight, I got 8,710 stitches done, and I worked on it for 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 days. No, 13 days. 13 days I worked on it for. Had 1 day off because went out to dinner with some work colleagues for one of their daughter's birthdays. Went out to the Thai restaurant. It was really good, really delicious. We had a few bevies and got loud and rowdy, and it was hilarious. And I'm surprised we didn't get kicked out of the restaurant. But anywho, it was fun. Very fun. Right, so I have a little bit of haul to show you. Not much. Most of you have probably seen these getting out and about, around about with a few of the other floss tubers. Excuse me. Gulped that water too quick. With a few of the other floss tubers that you probably watched, like Dizzy Stitcher, Darren Dizzy Stitcher, or Nicole North Island Stitcher. Both of those floss tubers have shown this as well, but I will do a quick run on them just to show you. So I got my colour of the month silks for, what are we, October? This is for September. And my seasons pack. So I will show you these colour of the month ones. So that is all of them there together. Love the greens. Actually, this whole colour palette, I am absolutely loving it. Rightio, so we have PR136, which is a green variegated. Goes from yellowy lighter greens up to your darker mossy looking greens. Then we have PR157. Sorry, you can see my wolf behind there, but this is the only thing that I could grab that would probably show them up properly. And that is a lovely variegated as well. So we've got PR059, which is like a brownie, brown variegated. And then we have CM004, which is just like a light green. Not variegated that I can see. Just a lighter green colour. So that's the colour of the month for September. And they sent them together, which is very good because it's saved on postage. And now we've got the seasons. So it came with a free pattern, which is the little biscornu. I think I got a biscornu pattern last year, which I never got around to doing, but I might get around to doing them one day. I've never actually done a biscornu and made them up, so it'd be interesting. And then we have the floss. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 45 meter hanks of floss. That is, get my fingers to work properly. Come on, fingies. Alright, so that is all the floss there as one. This is the autumn pack. So we have Fall 003, this one is called. So this one is obviously one that they just dyed for this pack. Fall 001. Lovely mossy sort of greeny colour. PR139, it is a variegated orange. And PR153, another lovely variegated floss. Fall 002, so that is just a straight orange. And then we have PR114, which is a variegated in your oranges and greens and stuff like that. So you have your 3 colours that were just dyed for the seasons pack, which are those 3, and then you've got your 3 normal ones that are available in the store. So very happy with those. Don't know what I'll stitch with them, but I am starting to get a good collection of silks. Actually, the son said to me the other day, he said, Mum, honestly, how many silks and patterns and threads and everything do you need? And I said, well, as many as I want. He was like, what are you going to do with them all? And I said, I don't know, something. And if not, I just have the pleasure of getting them out and looking at them whenever I feel like. Alrighty-o, so that is all of my stitching and all of my haul. Yeah, so done, dusted. next week, well, actually, I'm going into my next rotation today. I'm going to get, well, this week I will probably stitch on my 4 full coverages to get my 1,000 stitches or so into them for this month. At the end of this week, on Saturday, we have the Jacaranda Ball. So for us, we are heading into our Jacaranda season, where all of our Jacaranda trees bloom here in my town. And we have the oldest running floral festival in Australia, which is called the Jacaranda Festival. And it runs from the 20th of October to, I think it's the 5th of November. So it's like 2.5 weeks. And they have the Jacaranda Ball, which is where all they don't call it Queen Candidate anymore. They just call it, what do they call it? Used to be the Jacaranda Queen, but they've become very politically correct, and now they allow men into it to run for the crown and all that sort of stuff. So they call it the Jacaranda, I don't know, but anyway, they don't call it the Queen Candidate anymore. So we do the ball, which is where all of the representatives that are running for the crown, they are introduced and all that and blah blah blah. So we cater for that. There is 450, 500 people for entrees, so that's just your canapes, like your walk around finger foods and all that sort of stuff. And then sit down meals, it is about 350 people for mains, and then we've also got to do desserts for 350 people. So that is on Saturday, which all hands on deck. And my daughter is coming up to work in the kitchen for it, and the son is going to put on his work clothes and come to work with me again for the front of house serving. So there's that. I'll work on Kristen. I probably know that's you. Or it could be Jen. I'll work on the Sunday, then I have the Monday off. Shanae and I head to Brisbane on the Monday. Tuesday is the Chicks concert. Woot woot. And then we stay that night in Brisbane. Maybe come home Wednesday or Thursday, but I have taken that whole week off just because I deserve a holiday and deserve a week off, even though my other colleagues say that, oh, actually whinging because I'm taking a week off. Oh, boo-hoo, babies, you've actually got to do some work for once. So yeah, it's going to be interesting what I go back to on that Tuesday, because the Tuesday that I go back to work is the 31st of October, which is actually Halloween. So the work colleague that I work with on the Tuesday, her and I are both just going to buy Halloween shirts, and not so much dress up for Halloween, but we're just going to have Halloween shirts on just to, because it is Halloween at work, Halloween that day, just to make it a little bit interesting at work. And we got the Wednesday. Then Thursday we have what we call Jacaranda Thursday. So that is a day where all of the shops down the main street and in the shopping centres and everything like that, we all dress up crazily in out there outfits. Some of the shops put on performances and stuff like that, and there's market stalls all down the streets and stuff like that. There's a big free breakfast in one of our big market square parks big free breakfast there, and yeah, so all hands on deck for that as well, because it can get a little bit hectic and busy. And we are putting a market stall out the front of our cafe, out on the roadside, to because not everyone will go into the cafe. So if we've got a little market stall there that we can do bacon and egg rolls and stuff like that, and coffees and what haven't you, people walking past will just go, oh yes, I like the smell of bacon, and come and get a roll. So yeah, that's what we're doing. So, and that is also why I took a week's holiday when I did, because from then you got Jacaranda Thursday, and that from then it's the end of, well, the end of October, the start of November. November is absolutely hectic at work. We have a lot of night functions and Christmas parties starting to roll in and all that sort of stuff. So from when I get back after my holiday, it's going to be hectic. So my videos may be a little erratic again, but I will try to do it every fortnight. But yeah, so that is what is going to be happening in the next fortnight. So for this week, I will get some stitching done. Next week, might not get so much stitching done, especially the couple of days, 2 or 3 days that I am in Brisbane. I will take 1 or 2 projects with me, but I don't know if I'll get much work in on them. But that is, yes, so that is what's going to be happening in the next 2 weeks. So hopefully I will see you all on, I would assume it would be the 30th if I go back on the 31st. Let me just, no, yes, 30th. Hopefully I'll be back on the 30th of October with a update of probably a little bit of stitching that I have got done. Alright, so I totally forgot I was going to do a few shout outs for a couple of new, well, new to me floss tubers, and I think they are relatively new. Both of them, well, all 3 of them only have probably maybe a dozen videos at the most each. So the first one is Jade, who is the 310 stitcher. She has some lovely full coverage projects, and she's so cute. Yeah, so she really does have some nice full coverage projects. That is 310 stitcher. Also there is the August 1823 stitchers, who are Sally and Angie. They do a lot of samplers and small stuff like that, and they are so funny to watch. They play off each other so well. It's quite funny. I get a good giggle out of those 2 ladies when I watch them. And some of their stitching is amazing. Some of their finishes, they do a lot of FFOs, which I just find amazing, because I don't FFO a lot of, oh my god, I'm starting to get sweaty. I don't FFO a lot of my projects at all. So seeing other people and how they FFO for fully finish their projects is just really amazing to me. And the last one is Dobby, who is covered in floss. She's adorable. She is so cute and funny. I just love her. She's had a bit of a hard time in the last little while, so sending some love out to her. But yes, she's adorable. Her projects are adorable and amazing. She's got samplers and full coverage, like your smalls and full coverage. So go and check her out as well. That was Dobby covered in floss. I will tag them down below in the comments. I've also caught up on all the usuals, Darren, Dizzy Stitcher, Nicole, North Island Stitcher, Alara the Stitcher, Jen the Caffeinated Crafter. Just waiting for Kimberly. I can't remember what she changed her channel name to, but I'm just waiting on Kimberly to release a new update. Hint, hint. Hurry up, girl. Yeah, so I've caught up on all the usuals. Well, all the usuals that I watch anyway. And when I've run out of them, I just scroll through my list to find someone else to watch. So yeah, that is everything, guys. I will leave it as that. We're at 40 minutes. I don't know how with only 5 projects. Too much rambling. So I will hopefully see you in 2 weeks' time. In the meantime, thank you very much for watching my flosstube, watching and supporting my channel, coming over and checking out all of the progress on my projects that I get every week. Yeah, so thank you very much, guys. It is a pleasure. I try to heart all your comments and then get back to them when I can to put a reply. But it is a very much a pleasure to chat to you all in the comments. And so thank you very much, guys. Between now and the next time I see you, please, wherever you are in the world, stay safe, take care. Bye.